Everyone's talking about Ascension like it's mystical fireworks, but listen carefully to Neville. He isn't describing magic. He's describing nervous system work, a shift in the spine, a retraining of the inner set point. Let's hear him.
Well, how is the Son of Man lifted up? We are told in Scripture, as Moses in the desert lifted up the serpent, so must the Son of Man be lifted up. Well, that's an adumbration. That is a foreshadowing. You are told that all the things of whom he spoke, and Moses is the state of consciousness, they were copies. They were shadows of the reality. So you copy what you saw. You saw something like a serpent move up, and you copied it. It moved up on a straight line, and so you made a copy of the reality. Now comes the reality. Will I experience that reality? Yes. I have experienced that reality. As Moses in the wilderness lifted up the serpent, so must the Son of Man be lifted up. Well, in my own case, suddenly I was split into from top to bottom. This body, seemingly this body, at the base of the spine was golden liquid light. And as I contemplated it, I knew it was myself. And as I contemplated it, I fused with it. And fusing with it like a fiery serpent, I ascended into my own skull. That's the only heaven in the world. This is the heaven, into your own wonderful skull, but you ascend like a fiery serpent. So as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, so must the Son of Man be lifted up.
You hear Neville speak of the fiery serpent, of light rising up the spine, of being lifted into the skull, and most people stop there. They turn it into poetry, into myth. But let's be brutally honest, he wasn't describing a fairy tale. He was describing what it feels like when the nervous system shifts. Every tradition has its serpent story. The Kundalini in yoga, the caduceus of Hermes, Moses lifting the serpent in the wilderness. But underneath the symbols is the same reality. Your body holds your state. If your body stays in fear, in panic, in fight or flight, then no vision can root. But if your body learns to rest in a new baseline, the world reshapes around it. The Stoics called it controlling impressions. You don't let the first flash of fear or anger dictate your life. You stop. You breathe. You choose how to see. Neville's language of assumption is the same discipline, holding steady in the wish fulfilled, ignoring the senses that scream otherwise. And this is the piece most miss. Ascension is not escape, it is integration. You do not leave your body. You reclaim it. You retrain it. When Neville says, assume it and walk in the assumption, he is describing the work of embedding the vision in your nervous system so deeply that it becomes your new normal. Think of it this way. Your future is not waiting out there, like a prize behind a curtain. Your future is seated now in the way your breath, your spine, your awareness carry the present moment. The serpent rising is simply attention climbing. Heaven isn't later. It's the state you can hold now. And that's why so many miss it. They listen for fireworks and miss the discipline. They wait for an angel and miss their breath. But if you take Neville seriously here, the message is stark. The ladder to heaven is your own nervous system. The fiery serpent is not a symbol to admire. It is a practice to embody. That is ascension. That is the work. Not out there, here, not later. Now,